A big chicken leg. Yum.
This is Greg. 来自美国的中药医师，今天我们要尝试最美味的中药美食。Okay, 姜母鸭, which is ginger duck.
Kind of an acrid, spicy kick.
Oh, look at these babies.
Greg's first time plucking tea.
Check out this dendrobium.
Okay, Greg, the Chinese medicine legend. What is first on our Chinese medicine cuisine today?
We are going to have traditional tonic soups using these Chinese herbs that are highly nutritious.
A big chicken leg. Yum. That is super tender. This is eating super healthy. Like, not only is it not loaded in calories and it's healthy, but also health factor from the Chinese medicines.
Tastes great, feels great, it's really healthy.
你做得很好。那个肉真的很软的，我跟你说那个味道就是有一点家乡味，有点好像妈妈做的料理。很舒服. This is comfort food right here. Definitely comfort food.
This one is a soup that is a tonic soup, but is using this medicinal called hoshawu, so it nourishes blood. Also, this one's really good for making your hair darker, growing more. So this one here, this one uses an herb called cordyceps, a very versatile tonic because in Chinese medicine we say it nourishes both the yin and yang of the body.
Okay.
But it does it in a very mild but sustainable way.
Okay.
And it also strengthens your lungs, so it's really good for your immune system and it's really good just to increase your strength.
这个是我的菜。I'm super excited. I brought Greg along with this adventure because I want you to be able to show me some of the best traditional Chinese medicinal foods here in Taiwan, as well as we're going to have a chance to go into the Nantou Mountains to find out where these raw ingredients come from. So should we get going?
Let's go.
Greg and I ventured off into the dense mountains in Taiwan's Nantou County in hope to find rare and useful Chinese medicinal herbs. We stumbled upon this floral herbal garden that was hidden in a dense, flourishing forest of betel nut trees. Okay, Greg, you are right. This place is beautiful. It's magnificent. Where are we?
We are in an ecological reserve that's been repurposed to grow dendrobiums.
Dendrobium.
Dendrobium is an ornamental flower, but it's also an important Chinese medicinal. And it's important because it helps rescue people after fevers by nourishing the yin, generating body.
Well, it's not only beautiful, but also very important, and I'm excited to see how they can turn it into a food. So let's get going.
Dendrobium is a precious Chinese medicinal, and we've been trying to find ways to grow it all around the island of Taiwan for many years. But about 8 years ago, we found this place in an ecological reserve. It's a repurposed Binglong tree farm, and we found many great ways to successfully grow dendrobium here, partly because they're using the betel nut trees to grow the dendrobium. Check out this dendrobium. This is an area where there's different mediums, like soil mediums, being used to see the effects of when they're growing dendrobium, how these medicinals will influence its growth. And this one here, this is camphor bark, or bark from the camphor tree. We have a mixture of deer antler and tortoiseshell that's actually a byproduct from Sunten's factory. People don't know why dendrobium is so expensive, and one of the reasons is it takes a long time to grow. It takes at least 3 years to grow. And you can see here on the first year, this dendrobium stem has leaves on it, and then when it moves into the second year, it will form a membrane around the stem, and then finally when it reaches the third year, it will lose both the leaves and the membrane on the stem, and the stem is the part of the dendrobium used for medicinal purposes. And we harvest it once it's mature, full of nutrients.
Good job, Greg. And this is what they make out of it. We're going to be having a dessert today. This is a jelly. It's actually very sweet. 很清爽。清爽的英文是什么？
Fresh.
Replenishes fluids. It soothes tired eyes and also generates yin.
Chinese medicinal jelly desserts made from dendrobium, which is magically grown here in this mystical forest. Well, we've got more on our menu today of Chinese medicinal foods and cuisine, so let's get going. Following a short walk into the forest, we found even more nutritional herbs. Just a whole bunch of herbs chilling in this forest. What a herb-tastic day. All of which have rich medicinal properties. Okay. Chinese medicinal mint.
This here is isatus root.
Needless to say, this is Greg's playground. Woo!
This one is Siler.
Does that smell good?
It smells nice. This is baby ginger, and you can see it sprouting right there on the top.
Okay, we're now going to be having one of the most popular Chinese medicinal meals, and that is 姜母鸭, which is ginger duck. And right here, we've just got a big bowl which is heating up. And let's ladle some out for us. Look at that. So you've got all the soups. It's full of tons of meat.
Wow. You can really taste the ginger. This is very flavorful.
I love how moist the meat is. And yeah, that ginger taste that's just been marinated inside of it. What makes the soup very special is this ginger.
Essentially, this soup is used for warming the body, and it also provides nutrition, and each of the different ingredients of the soup has its own role to play. The duck is a nourishing meat.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the ginger is warming.
We haven't had a beverage today, and one of the most popular Chinese medicinal beverages is tea. So right behind us is this tea farm. Let's go join them, pluck it, and learn how to cultivate the tea from the leaves. This is Hongyu, which is a red ruby, and the key to harvesting it is Yixin Erye. And if you look right here, it's got the one heart and the two leaves. So we pluck this out, and we just gotta get a bit more, and we can start the process of tea. Lots of them, huh? Rick's first time plucking tea. How does it feel?
Great, and I'm a tea lover, so this is a little bit exciting for me.
After we let it dry for 20 hours or so, it then loses about 50% of its water inside, and now it's time to mush it together. 那这个都是我们今天超帅的一个恰师傅，你可以示范给我们看下一个步骤是什么？
要把它揉成球，所以我们手一定要掌握住它所有的茶叶。我们往前用身体压往前，最主要就是下面的要把它拨上来，给它有一种球。
You're back into it, put your body on it, yeah. Doing it by hand just makes it taste so much better. And there we go. Next step is to go pao cha. Extremely fragrant, like tastes like a flower.
Tea as a medicinal type of plant. It has antioxidant properties. It helps to kind of quench your thirst and rehydrate the body. It can even help to promote good blood circulation.
Okay, right in front of us is another meal, turmeric noodles. Oh, look at these babies. So not only are they super beautiful, there's a great aroma coming from them. Let's dig in first and then we'll talk about what makes these unique. This taste is like no other kind of taste out there. Very strong turmeric taste. It's not too bitter. It's not sweet. It's just very earthy. Wow.
Kind of an acrid, spicy kick to the noodles, I think. And there's a sesame flavor that's also blended with the turmeric in this. Turmeric is one of the very healthy medicinals.
Okay.
It's a form of ginger, and it's in Chinese medicine, it's used for pain relief and blood circulation.
Okay.
And it's also being used around the world as a very important and prevalent anti-inflammatory and medicinal.
Well, right now we're in Dr. Turmeric, which is this store up in Nantou that specializes in everything turmeric. I mean, we're talking from little small things to these noodles. So if you're looking for some good turmeric and ways where they've gone creative with it to make it into quite a cuisine, this is definitely a place to stop by.
We're in a greenhouse right now that specializes in growing dendrobium. Dendrobium that is being prepared for sprouting. You can see the small little buds sprouting off the top of the dendrobium.
Oh wow, yeah, and it looks almost like a bit hard asparagus. But this is the actual healthy, the medicinal part, not the actual flower. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining Greg and I on our epic quest to discover the best Chinese medicinal food here in Taiwan. Now, most people associate Chinese medicine with a drink, but what's the difference when we eat it in an edible form?
I think the main difference eating Chinese herbs is that it's just part of your diet. It contributes to a healthy diet and towards your health and wellness. And then the Chinese teas are used mostly for treating diseases more specifically.
Okay, so I can feel that it would be really good and advantageous for all of us to find the Chinese medicinal foods that we like, so we can put them into our daily regimen to continue having a healthy lifestyle every single day. So thank you so much for joining me, and it was awesome to be able to go around Taiwan, see these beautiful spots, and to see where they actually grow these herbs that can really help our lives. So guys, remember, hit subscribe if you want to see more fun videos. Maybe one day we'll go to Tainan for you to show us your favorite food, and I'm excited for that. Otherwise guys, I think you all know what to say. 喝一杯，快乐一杯，米浆万岁。